Hey everyone, I hope you're well. Today I'm going to be delving into some of the lore in Season 8. There's a ton of stuff to go into, a story is underway, and what's exciting this time around, it seems like they're kind of telling a story through the comic, and that may then evolve later into something that happens in-game, as far as we understand it, which is super, super cool. There's also new blurbs for Canon skins, so we're going to take a look at that, and also some of the loading screens. I thought I'd just read it and react to it together. And of course, there's a bunch of new interactions and location-based quips that we're going to have to go and hunt for ourselves too, as they recently weren't working, but they're now working again. So there's a bunch of cool stuff to look at. So I haven't yet gone through this comic. We have 3 different episodes, and then it takes a break and continues on March 30, which is pretty interesting. So this time, the story focuses on Fuse, Lifeline, and Bloodhound. Alright, let's get into it. Armed and Dangerous, Part 1. Well, if Maggie wants me other arm so bloody bad, she can have it. Allow me to assist. I'm told I have excellent bedside manner. What? Has he got such a problem with him because he hit him in the booty? In the booty? Our foe takes us for cowards. He would submit to such judgment. I think that's Bloodhound speaking. If he wants to give it up and save us a mess of trouble, best the doctor do it. Exactly, but wait, what did you say, Chica? You're siding with Senor Cias? I think that's his eyebrows, right? I read online somewhere. I'll talk about this. That's a cool image. I like that. We'll meet this Maggie as warriors, not supplicants. Then Fitzroy may choose his path with honor. Soon. Oh, it's like an angry dad. Where is Maggie? She loves hanging around the scenes of our crimes. That's King's Canyon. You know her too well. We go back a ways. What the? That's like an Australian mix of Lifeline. Hang on a minute. Crikey, mate, we go back a ways. I took a different road. She took a limb. Yeah. Don't want you pulling something fast. If she wants the complete collection, she'll have to chop it off herself, mate. I can't do it. I can't do it. We go together, fly fighters. I know a hidden path. Hear that, Max? Be seeing you real soon. Look at that. He is ready for a fight. Part 2, sound the alarm. How can it be a bloody break-in if we haven't bloody broken anything? That's all you're thinking? This place meant to be hidden. Yes, an acquaintance frequents this place. I came to know it well. Prowlers, ooh. Man, imagine if we could actually fight this, like we actually took part in this mission. That'd be awesome. Wait, he's got grapple. I reckon we've all got a few acquaintances. Well, the dealing was yours, and that's plenty. Quiet, please. Look, Mags and I never... If you got a problem with... You bet I got a problem. I seen what to do. You play hero by blowing stuff up. Quiet, please. I'm flying Salvo, but a real hero helps people. You don't know nothing about that, do ya? Die. Oh, Father, serve us. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh. There it is in action. It could have killed us. I just saved us, mate. All without hurting the puppies, I might add. And if you missed, mate, picked up some bad habits in my time. Missing ain't one of them. Ooh, what's that? Get Ori, Fusey. She's been a bloody age. Wow. She's got people fighting with her as well. Ooh, to be continued. Armageddon. And that's it. We got the next one in 4 days, 16 hours. Okay. Interesting. I wonder what the whole caustic thing's about. That's hilarious. Right, so let's take a look at some of these Canon skins. Of course, we have Youngblood. Raised in a village that rejected automation, Bloodhound grew up knowing nothing of modern technology. But one day they found and used an abandoned charge rifle to fight a powerful beast, and their life changed forever. Interesting. So all of these are non-canon. Bloodhound was raised by their uncle Arthur, who believed technology weakened one's spirit. He taught young Bloodhound to trust in nature and one's own instincts according to the old ways. So this is Arthur's actual outfit, which is pretty cool. These are all non-canon. All of these skins are just like for show. They don't play any part in the story. I believe. Here we go. Millennium Tusk. When a Chevrex benefit dinner was hijacked by wannabe mobsters with Gibraltar in attendance, he stole one of their uniforms and posed as part of the group to save the day, like Gibraltars do. When a Chevrex benefit dinner was hijacked by wannabe mobsters. So this is actually like the quest in season 7. He took one of their outfits and wore it, and that's really cool. You have any more? I'm guessing none of these. I mean, he doesn't have a. I'm guessing what it is some base game ones will have a blurb, and obviously the like story event ones, like the Pathfinder one. Form of vital signs of London calling. Oh, on a trip to Solace, Lifeline befriended and joined a touring punk band called the Flyer Liars. It was a small step out of her parents' wealthy world, one that eventually gave her the strength to leave home for good. Yeah, so before, like, she joined a band, and that's what her drumsticks are all about. Like, she was in a band. There's a few references to that here and there. That's really, really cool. Assume all of these do not have any lore. Yeah, makes sense. Okay, next we have Pathfinder, Memoir Noir. Years ago, Pathfinder woke up in an abandoned warehouse with no knowledge of his past. Then one fateful day, his good friend Victor Madeira helped him unlock pieces of his forgotten memories. Yeah. Pretty cool. I like that they're like making note of what's a Canon skin. Once a senior science pilot, Dr. Renee Blasey was driven to unlock the secrets of phase tech and volunteered for experimental trials. The test went wrong and stripped her of her memories, but Ares wasn't willing to let her go so easily. Alright, and then we have Voidwalker. Wraith spent years as an Ares Division test subject exposed to increasingly dangerous experiments. She had lost hope of ever escaping until she met an unlikely ally, herself, from another dimension. So this is crazy, but this Wraith is from our dimension and they swap places, so that's kind of crazy. I wonder if we'll ever meet Voidwalker in the story later on, or if there'll be any more. I still think there's some kind of interdimensional thing that they're kind of planning for. Let's see if there's any Canon skins for Bangalore. There isn't. Okay, interesting. I have to admit though, this skin here is very cool. Big fan. Caustic. Now there was a mention of one of the Caustic skins, Blackheart, but in one of the loading screens, but no Canon skins for him. Okay. Mirage? No. I'm pretty sure all of these skins aren't Canon. It seems to be the base skin, and then if there are any themed event skins. Nothing there. We'll quickly just click through them all just to make sure. Okay, Watson. No. Wow, there's so many Watson legendary skins. Crypto. I don't think any of these are Canon. Yeah. Okay. Revenant. Nah, these won't be Canon either. Yeah. Loba. No. I don't imagine any would be. Rampart, Horizon, and Fuse obviously don't have any. So that seems to be it. Interesting. Okay. So what I think we could do now is take a quick look at the loading screen lore. So far, I've unlocked 3. Insert morning here. Walter Fitzroy, better known as Fuse, died. Insert date here due to insert cause of death here. He was insert age here. Fitzroy, previously a mercenary, stunned all of Salvo when he qualified for the Bloodspot Bone Cage at the age of 51, the oldest person ever to compete. Despite early skepticism, ridicule, mockery, editor note. The explosives expert made history with the longest win streak in Bone Cage history, 21 matches, demolishing the previous record by 13 and garnering hordes of fans. Fitzroy courted controversy, however, joining Apex Games as Salvo, joined Syndicate Space in 2734. As Salvo joined Syndicate Space. Okay. Wait, 2734. So, 2730. I think we've gone like we've actually progressed in time, which is cool. I'm pretty sure the year was like 2732, right? Or 3? I don't think 2734 was the year the game started for us. Details of exploits here, maybe a quote from the legend with the hair or the cute one with the face. Didn't miss a step, bringing his explosive fighting style and irrepressible swagger to the games. Unfortunately, his swagger cost him his life when, and sought cause of death here, toned down the core. Walter Fitzroy is survived by, look for anyone close to him, if no one, cut this and end on quote about peace/rest from an important Salvonian. If one exists, haha. So they're trying to frame him. They're trying to set up like a fake death, or they're trying to kill him. I don't know. Maybe they want Salvonians to mourn for him. Interesting. Someone working behind the scenes is trying to create some kind of propaganda. Waldorf. This is the Talking Legends podcast. So we saw these guys in Season 6 loading screens. With Norma and Waldorf, and we're talking about Salvo inauguration ceremony happening this weekend at Kings Canyon. And mysteries abound. That's right, there's Salvo, the first Fringe World ever to join the syndicate. There's Fuse making his debut at the ceremony, which is going to be an historically epic party. So the real mystery is why the #1 Apex Legends podcast, us, still don't have tickets to the ceremony. Any theories, Norma? Other than they've been sold out for months, if I had to guess. I'd say it's your non-stop badgering of Mirage on social media last week. Doesn't ring a bell. I think there's more at play here. There really isn't. Here, straight from Mirage's feed. For the last time, Dwarf Legends, I can't get you tickets. I can, however, get you bamboozled. Not my best work, but that's on you. Won't see you there, love Elliot. Norma, you promised you wouldn't. Anyway, we'll hear more about Salvo and Fuse after these messages from our sponsors. It's a nice little thing, little bit of world building now. Strong arming. Jacob, I know you're a sane man, a rational man, and we both know a bold-faced marketing scheme when we see it. So no use mincing words. We got a bunch of warmongers joining the union, and it's your job to pretty it up. Fine, is what it is. So this is, Jacob is the PR rep for Hammond Robotics, if I remember correctly. But your boss is, and the way it's talking, let's see. I know you're a sane man, a rational man, and we both know a bold-faced marketing scheme when we see it. So no use mincing words. No use. We got a bunch of warmongers joining the union, and it's your job to pretty it up. Fine, it's what it is. So obviously, Salvo's joining Syndicate Space. Everyone kind of is a bit suspicious of the Salvonians because they're very brutal warlords, warriors. But your boss has just made life harder for me and mine. Salvo's got no love for the Frontier Corps, and we both know their weapons are going to start making their rounds twice as fast now they're legal trade. A lot of folk out there got it hard enough. Throw in a rocket launcher that levels an outpost with a sneeze, and every squabble between neighbors could turn deadly. Note for a fact, the president of the Frontier Corps is ready to make a statement. Figure it'd look good for you if she talks up all the support the syndicate's given the corps. The stretch too thin as it is, and they're about to get it stretched a lot thinner. We both know it's the least it could do. Cheers, AJ Lifeline, Shay. Okay. Interesting. Interesting to see that it's from Lifeline reaching out. I want to read more. Can we do that? I think we should get some more, right? I'm probably the only person in existence that buys Battle Pass levels for loading screens. How many do we get? None? Wait, where's the next loading screen? We're level 26. Next loading screen is...
If it makes you feel any better, my fans love you.
Okay, well, that's good to know. Next loading screen is... What? Right, be right back. Alright. It's time. It's time. We are doing this. The only person in the world to spend money on the Battle Pass to read loading screens. I mean, my goodness. Huh? I have enough? How many can I buy? 9,925. Right. Stop there. Thank you. Ooh, tons of things. Now we can just buy another 10, right? So we get more Apex coins for buying the Battle Pass. And then we get one more. Oh no, we're not close enough. We need 4 more levels. Oh, wait. Alright. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Now we can get to level 99. There we go. We did it. By the way, this epic skin for the repeater looks awesome. Alright, so now we got some more loading screens. Let's read it. Let's read through it. I think most of these aren't really online yet. So, let's take a look. Let's move myself over there so you can see the image, just in case you want to see it. Okay. The Freedom of Salvo. Why Salvo is the best and all other planets can go off, by Margaret Cohere, Year 7. I love Salvo. Salvo is the best place to live and everyone wishes they lived here. Okay, really? That's why they keep coming here and telling us how to live. Rest in peace. Some eggs came by our place last winter saying they wanted to bring peace to our land. Uncle Tama grabbed his rocket launcher so fast you should have seen them run. He's a real crack up. Me and Wally laughed so hard we changed our pants twice. Okay. In conclusion, all they want is our choice weapons. They say they want peace, but they all want power. Good luck getting it from Warlord Jack. Can't wait till I get older, because I'm going to be the one to tell them where to stick it. The end. Also, when can me and Wally sit next to each other in class again? We won't talk, and we already gave you most of our knives. This is a crazy place to live. So this is her writing this, Maggie, when she was younger. So maybe they want to take control of Salvo, right? So that they can get access to their weapons. Does that mean there'll be a rocket launcher in the future? It might happen. It might happen. Chaos and love lie side by side. One, Rikir destruction, and the other, pride. To the end of days, I carry this weight to save you from your himskia fate. On Biage of the canyon, I reminisce. The dawn we met, by dusk, we kiss. But winter falls, the hearts astray. Never us together, never he and they. He made his choice, expelled from this land. They remained for he, in the bluff and the sand. I spoke my farewell, my wrath, my pain. I killed the Asuda for the good in your name. Boon. To thee my first love is bound. With chaos and love, Odin's moonin I'm found. So, Bloodhound said something about someone called Boon in the past. One of the, sort of audio log things in Bloodhound's trials. At the time, we had no idea what it was. Turns out it was Bloodhound's love. Interesting. Guess we'll never really learn more about that. For now. But yeah, kind of like interesting that we might learn more about that in the future. Kind of cool, kind of cool. You know, I like that they are doing it like that. The relationships they have are with characters outside of the story. Alright, no guts, no glory. Sorry for that. Back on Salvo, when I was just a whelp with 2 arms, 2 eyes, and 0 clue, my merc group got hired by a dairy farmer to bash some meatheads he thought were killing his livestock at night until he paid up. So we watched the fields eating the farmer's cheese when a bloody massive mama prowler is on us. She'd been the one wrecking the farmer's lives, and she set the wreck on ours by swallowing my best mate. So I dove in after her. I was neck deep in her neck when I realized I didn't have a plan to get us out. With classic timing, that farmer's cheese turned over in my guts, and it came to me. I pulled the pins off every gas grenade we had. The mama ripped a huge belt, power me go flying, and the mama barreled off, gas coming out both ends. The farmers tried to pair some cheese, but I nearly had a spew, so they gave me a guitar instead, and that's the story of my first 6-string. I wonder if that's actually a true story, or if he just made that up. That's ridiculous. Oh, God. That cruiser-class Essex warship is a sight. Reminds me of when Jackson and I were boots back on Gridiron, so this is Bangalore. I would have skated through basic if it wasn't for him. He wouldn't let the prank war rest, and neither could I. He dyed my fatigues pink. I glued his boots to the barracks floor. I covered my helmet in seeds so that birds dive bomb me. I soaked his pants in prowler pheromones, which, well, I don't get into that. Wasn't until I went on the offensive and put laxative in his rations, only to have our commanding officer accidentally eat them. Turned her inside out for 2 days. We got the stick for that. Had to scrub an Essex from stem to stern with our toothbrushes. Seeing that cruiser get wrecked, it hurts. Someone cleaned her. Someone like Jackson. There's no one like Jackson. Hell, we all know this Maggie was responsible for crashing that Essex, but Mirage will spread some blame on the IMC for making that ship. I wonder if I've got any of that prowler pheromone stored away somewhere. So she's not a big fan of Maggie either. This actual ship was the one in Titanfall. I think the one Bangalore is mentioning is one that is of the same design, but this actual ship was the one in Titanfall that had the same name. T for 2. Dearest Eduardo, we missed you at the gala, though perhaps you were the smart one for not attending. How long has it been anyway? Since before the amputation, I think. How you keep up with that boy at your age, I'll never know, but onto less embarrassing topics. As of yesterday, Warlord Sandringham Kelly of the Fringe World, Salvo, has become Supreme Warlord Kelly of the Syndicate planet Salvo, and that is good news indeed. You must meet the man. He is unique, a hidden treasure, much like the profit margins on his munitions. But stay away from his detractors, especially this Mad Maggie. That one makes AJ look like a saint. Though her ambitions are impressive, for a Salvonian I mean, not that I judge. Why would they say that makes AJ look like a saint? Look at me, gossiping like I live in a henhouse. You've been so quiet lately. Have you picked up a new hobby? Does she have a name? Darian and I insist you all tell us everything over tea. Oh, right. It's from Charisse. It's from AJ's mother. That's why that one makes AJ look like a saint. Makes sense. Yeah, okay. Look at me, gossiping like I live in a henhouse. You've been so quiet lately. Have you picked up a new hobby? Does she have a name? Darian and I insist you tell us everything over tea. And who knows? Maybe the Salvonians have a seat at the table for you too. Can you imagine Shays and Silvers working together? Won't this be fun? Awaiting your call, Charisse. Interesting. So there's a lot of money to be made in this Salvo deal with the Syndicate, and that's kind of how things are going. Scud, can we take a bloody break? My foot's getting tired. Ma, keep kicking, you mud thumper. The crack talon finds out. Maggie will... Quit your talking, kickbag. Oomph. I heard the crack talon's boss. Mad Maggie? She's got him doing all kinds of crazy expletive, while the boss Kelly got us kicking, so we kick. No? What's that, Scud? I'm gonna join the crack talon. You wouldn't survive 1 week. Set up. Oof. Oof. I'm guessing it's kind of hard to understand what's going on here. I'm going where I can. Make my my full what's the word? Potential. My ribs. Yeah, where can I make my big full potential for murdering, exploding and stuff? You coming? Fine, but if we end up kicking for Mad Maggie... Alright, up you go, kickbag. Sorry about the kicking, it's business, eh? Put in a good word for us, you two are bloody scum, eh? You'll fit right in. A little confusing, this one. I'm confused by that one, honestly. See? It can happen to anyone. At least when I creatively landed my ship, it wasn't in the middle of King's Canyon like the Syndicate ship that crashed at that ceremony. Sure, mine crashed in a populated metropolitan area, but that city came out of nowhere. And this just proves my bigger point. Always buy new. After the Mirage Voyage crashed, I found out my mechanic put all these old IMC parts salvaged from busted warships in her. If my girl had been all IMC, like the ceremony ship, she probably would have crashed into a combination orphanage and petting zoo of rare animals, the fluffy kind. Tragic. Before you start up with the Ain't the Paradise Lounge old, no, it's vintage. There's a difference. Old is bad, vintage is good, and everything in here works just fine, no matter what Ramya says. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, sorry about the ship, Wally. It happens to all of us at some point. Where was I? Oh yeah, another Cody coming up. so Mirage's Voyage crashed. And it got a makeover. He crashed it into a city. Typical Mirage. Right, that's it. That's the lore for this season so far. We've got one more comic this season. This sort of section. 4 more from March 30. And of course, all the interactions and stuff, we'll definitely go in and do that. Awesome. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio.